All right, to kick things off, can you tell us what inspired you to start Safe Bet Express?
All right, so what inspired me to start Safe Bet Express is just, you know, it all started from like the actor and actress entertainment. When they were on strike. A lot of people basically lost a lot of money going on strike because a lot of actors and actresses weren't getting treated, they weren't getting treated right. So they wanted to, of course, make more money. But you already know what happens when you get on strike is that you can't really make any money. So with the cost of LA being so expensive, I wanted to make transportation more affordable. And since networking wasn't going along, this was like during the pandemic. Networking wasn't happening. And then a lot of creatives were losing money and professionals. So I wanted to create like Safe Bet Express to be able to be a networking tool for people and a way for transportation at a cheaper rate. That's why it's a safe bet, which is a part of my last name, Bets.
That's an awesome story. I love how you turned a challenging situation into an opportunity to help creative and professionals in LA. And the play on your last name is a nice touch. Now, with that in mind, how has the response been from your clients so far?
I feel like the response is going very well because people are realizing that they are saving a lot of money every single day when they utilize Safe Bet Express, especially when they utilize the subscription plans that we have. The subscription plans come in bundles. 10 rides for $297 for a month. Up to 15 miles. You got 10 rides for 25 miles per month, and that's $499 a month. You got 10 rides for $1,000 up to 50 miles per month. And then we got our hybrid specials, which are, 10 rides for $150, 5 miles there, 5 miles back. So we have different packages and different subscriptions that can help and that will help any creative or professional save money on transportation. So people are happy. They're writing good reviews. We got 30 good reviews so far from people in different countries. Argentina. We got New Zealand. We got people leaving good reviews all around the border because when they come to LA, they place a safe, bet on a safe ride, which is Safe Bet Express, and we help them save money even when they out of town. So I think Safe Bet Express is a phenomenal business and it's going to go far.
That sounds like a fantastic response. It's amazing how you've got such a diverse client base, and the subscription model really seems to be hitting the mark. Now looking ahead, what are some of the future plans or goals you have for Safe Bet Express?
So one of the future plans that I have for Safe Bet Express is that I'm gonna have an app, similar to Uber but more niched, more strategic. And with this app, I'm already talking to app developers. They already gave me a budget. They already told me the timeline of when it's going to, what it would take to get it finished and finalized. So with the app, people are going to know who their driver is. It's not going to be random because what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically make the connection stronger by whoever drives under me or whoever drives for the business. I'm basically connecting with people in their space, in their niche, so that way when they pick them up, they are going to be able to network on the go. And for example, I know people are talking about like the self-driving cars taking the businesses and all that. So that's actually going to work towards our advantage because people need to, because the self-driving cars are going to need owners. So the owners are going to be creatives and professionals. And basically they're going to be able to make money with these self-driving cars. And while they sit in a self-driving car, they're going to be able to network on the go, which is the core strength of SafeBet Express. It's more than just a transportation business. It's a networking tool for all creatives, all creators, all professionals. So, and since we're niched, professionals are less likely, I know we ain't talking about this yet, but professionals are less likely to get over or do something illegal to another professional because they got something to risk. They got their whole business, their whole brand that they're risking. Versus like with the other rideshare companies, you got somebody random that just rely on the service and they don't do anything, so they might be more willing to do crazy things to the passengers. But it's less likely for a creative to do something crazy to another creative. So with the app, it's going to help construct it and organize it. So whoever signs up and want to drive for SafeBet Express, they're going to get, a select amount of people to basically ride with them. And since it's a subscription-based transportation business, people are going to be able to make, way more money and save way more money, because I'm not going to take 80% from my drivers.
That sounds like a really exciting vision for the future. I love how you're combining the networking aspect with transportation and also making it more secure and personalized. Definitely sets SafeBet Express apart from the rest. I can see how that would be a big hit with creators and professionals alike. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you. So what's another question you got for me?
Absolutely. So, considering how unique and niche your business is, what have been some of the biggest challenges you faced so far, and how have you overcome them?
All right, so since I'm niched, one of the biggest challenges I have faced so far since, I started my own transportation business, and me being a driver of Uber and Lyft at a point in time, basically I see why there's a feature in their app where if you drive somewhere, they're going to give you rides like around the drop off or around the previous drop off, client. So the biggest challenge that I face is when people book the business, they book, a ride. One person might be on the east side of Los Angeles, and then the other person that's trying to book might be all the way on the west side of Los Angeles. And due to a lot of traffic, that takes place all day, not just, during business hours, it makes it challenging to go to the next drop off. That's why I already have in my mind that I want to have people sign up and be able to drive with SafeBet Express, because I already know that you can't do it alone. You need a team, a solid team of individuals that can, help expand the brand. And to be honest with you, we have to begin the stages, but just filling up the schedule to where it can make sense and can be more time efficient.
That makes a lot of sense, and it's definitely a challenge in a big city like LA with that traffic. It's great that you already have that vision for building a team to make everything more efficient. I'm sure that will help a lot as the business grows. All right, I've got another question lined up for you if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Awesome. So looking at the competitive landscape, what do you think sets SafeBet Express apart from other transportation services, and how do you plan to maintain that edge as you grow?
All right, so immediately, what separates us from the other transportation rideshare companies is that we don't even do a surge price. So right there, the creative or professional that's booking SafeBet Express, they're saving money even when they book during the day. So right there, you're going to save like hundreds of dollars just right there. And it's a niche-based, transportation business. So when they get in the car, when the director gets in the car and there's an actor driving them or her, they are going to be able to create opportunities within the conversation on the way to the destination. So since it's niche, not only people are saving money, but they are networking on the go. So it's a very beautiful thing that I strategically came up with in Los Angeles.
Absolutely. That's such a strong, unique selling point, and it really ties into the creative and professional community in LA. Plus, no surge pricing is definitely a big plus. I can see how that would keep clients coming back. Thanks for sharing that insight. Let me know if there's anything else you want to dive into.
I'm gonna answer. I got time for 2 more questions, and then we're gonna end the little, interview.
Perfect. All right, let's make the most of it. So one question that comes to mind is, how do you see SafeBed Express evolving in the next 5 years, and what kind of impact do you hope to make on the transportation industry overall?
So I see it growing massively in the next 5 years, especially when the app comes in place, when the app is in the app store and people could download it. I know in the city of Los Angeles, a lot of creatives and professionals are going to basically utilize this transportation business to help grow their own businesses, because they could get in a car and get a lead. I don't really care if they grow their business with this tool, because I'm basically creating the opportunity for people to network on the go during their busy schedules. Because a lot of creatives and professionals, they don't have time to go to these networking events. So, but they have time to go to work, and as they go to work, they could be networking on the go. They could be growing their clientele business. So, and opportunities can be, to come to them in the creative standpoint, like an actor or a producer or a videographer that basically books the ride. They could run into somebody or literally ride in the same car with somebody that could give them an opportunity. So in the next 5 years, this is going to grow massively because it's solving multiple problems, not just saving money. It's solving a networking on the tight, busy schedule problem. So it's going to grow massively. Kelly?
I love that vision. It's definitely a unique approach that solves a real pain point for creatives and professionals, and I'm sure it's going to have a huge impact. All right, for the final question, what advice would you give to someone who's looking to start their own niche business in a competitive industry?
So I already said, so basically the advice I'm going to give somebody that's trying to start their own transportation business is to really think about the niche and the problem that you're about to solve. Because if you just create a transportation business similar to like Uber and Lyft, which focuses on everybody, then you're immediately going to be looked at as like just a duplicate of Uber and Lyft. So you want to strategically niche it so that way it can focus more on the problem that the niche target has. So and two, when you pushing out your brand, you got to drop content every single day. I'm talking about 4 to 6 pieces of content every day. Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. You can drop it on Facebook, but I recommend those 3. And when you posting constantly, reaching out to people, following up with people, you're going to grow your business massively and effectively. But you got to do the groundwork, or it's not going to grow. It's going to stay complacent. So that's my advice, Kelly. And I'm glad you interviewed me, you know what I'm saying, so we can learn more about, or so the world can learn more about SafeBed Express. We already had 350 clients so far. We got 30 good reviews. We're constantly getting booked. People are filling up the schedules now. So it is definitely going to take off very soon, especially with our subscription plans. And basically, that's the end of the interview. I want you to follow me on Instagram, Director Betts. And you already know we keeping it safe. Let's get it.